Yo, what's good, y'all, man? We got Food Theory, man. I know we didn't do a video for this, for my boy for a minute, but we finally did one, man. You got the conspiracy that ended Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC. You know what I'm saying, man? But yeah. Let me know y'all still eat KFC, man, or Popeyes, man. I think they both different in a way though, but pretty much the same. But yeah, both different though. But yeah though, man. So hey, full 30, man. Let's see what you talking about, my boy. Let's see what you talking about. But yeah though, man. Leave a like, man. If you want some more videos like this, let me know in the comment below. But yeah, let's get it. You know, and some new videos, Spider-Man news too. So yeah, let's get it.
Welcome to KFC. Can I interest you in our spicy classic C sandwich or a 6-piece KF wings combo? Perhaps a 12-piece bucket of FC? FC? You mean?
I heard this is a different topic, but I heard Applebee's got Cheetos wings and shit. I might have tried them motherfuckers though. I ain't gonna lie. Cheeto wings, Applebee's or yeah, I think it's Applebee's. Yeah, I heard they got them motherfuckers. So yeah, I might have tried them bitches. No cap. But
fried chicken, right? We can't use those words here. You can't use the words fried or chicken at a restaurant that's literally named Kentucky Fried Chicken. It's KFC now, okay? KFC. Please stick to the approved acronym or you'll upset them. Who's them? Oh no, I said too much. What the F is going on here?
You mean fried?
Wait, they changed the name of it? Wait, crazy and the Kill. Oh, this is conspiracy stuff though. Wait, their name? Hold on.
Hello, Internet. Welcome to Food Theory, which will now be rebranding as FT. Shoot, that actually gets confusing with film theory. Foot. Tell you what, we're gonna spitball some shorter name options over here on our end and get back to you on that. Anyway, today I want to talk about a little something I ran across earlier this year while doing research for our 3-way KFC crossover weekend. Or should I say, streamy-nominated KFC crossover weekend. They all thought I was insane, but it worked. What I had stumbled across was a conspiracy. The supposedly real reason world-famous restaurant chain Kentucky Fried Chicken officially changed over to its acronym KFC in the 90s. On the surface, it might seem like there's not much to theorize about here. I mean, going by KFC is just a simple slam dunk business decision. It's short, it's catchy, it couldn't possibly be easier to spell, plus it was already a well-known nickname for the restaurant at the time. When the restaurant began its rebranding circa 1991, the International House of Pancakes had already successfully rebranded itself as IHOP. Howard Johnson was embraced.
It was International Hey, they named IHOP was International House of Pancakes. I did not know that shit. When I was growing up, all we saw was IHOP. You feel me? Then they trying to change the name of some shit, but then they went back to IHOP. They were trying to change the name to burgers. They had burgers now. I don't know, some shit. I ain't been to IHOP for a minute. If I go there, man, they still good as hell. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, I ain't not know that shit.
House of Pancakes had already successfully rebranded itself as IHOP. Howard Johnson was embracing its nickname Hojo, and it seemed only natural for Kentucky Fried Chicken to hop on that same trend. At least until a chain letter came along that sparked a full-blown conspiracy theory that persists to this very day. That's right, theorists. There's a pesky little rumor floating around that KFC didn't actually change its name willingly. Rather, the company was forced to change by the government because what they serve doesn't qualify as chicken.
Nani?
What
Wait.
then are they supposedly serving?
They started in fake chicken. Huh?
Well, as the theory goes, mutants. Featherless, chicken-like creatures raised in a lab and genetically engineered to be meatier than actual chicken. Honestly, how could I not do a food theory episode about this? Now, as you'd expect, the restaurant flatly denied all of this from the very start. In February of 1991, Kyle Craig, president of KFC US, explained to Bloomberg that the name change was entirely their decision and that it was simply a way to minimize the effects of the word fried. Not only because it carries unhealthy connotations,
Oh, I know why too. They had a lot of health reasons. That's why they changed it. Yeah, a lot of health reasons. They don't want You know what I'm saying? Because people trying to be healthy nowadays now. Back then, they ain't give a fuck back then. Real shit. Nowadays, everybody trying to be healthy. So that's why.
But also because it undermined the company's efforts to expand its menu beyond fried foods into things like grilled chicken, salads, wraps, and so on. And it makes sense. At that time, the U.S. was at the height of its low-fat craze, and fried foods were public enemy #1. But
facts. No cap.
By the way, the effect...
Everybody trying to get some grilled, you know, they say every fast food restaurant trying to get maybe at least grilled chicken or some salad. Or, you know, saying some healthy shit. Because, no, back then, that was like top of the chain right there. Fried everything. They ain't give two fucks back then. Real shit, they ain't give two fucks. Now, fast food trying to calm that down and get some, you know what I'm saying? Type shit, no cap.
Effectiveness of the quote-unquote low-fat trend, or I guess I should say the ineffectiveness, is a food theory for another day to be sure. But for as reasonable as it might seem for a restaurant in the early 90s to avoid the word fried, the mutant chicken theory is what grabbed everyone's attention, because duh, of course it did, and managed to hang around for 3 decades afterward. Wow, were the 90s really 3 decades ago? My brain says yes, but my obsession with gigapets says no. So today, theorists, we're gonna finally get to that Kentucky Fried truth. What was the real reason KFC shortened its name? Was it the restaurant's choice, or were they forced to change it? Is there actually a conspiracy at play here? Look, I'll admit it, I really want there to be a genetically engineered chicken conspiracy. Like, I borderline need this to happen, but I promise to stay as objective as possible, even though I'm literally salivating right now at the prospect of a mutant chicken KFC thumbnail. And since we're gonna be reviewing other people's theories in today's episode, I think you know what that means. It's Morty time.
Leave your theories in the comments below. I'll pick my favorite.
Travel back in time to the year 1991 when
Gotta
chain
skip that
letters
shit.
roamed the
lie.
earth. For those of you who don't remember
know,
chain
right
letters,
now.
I offer you
Alright.
this advice. Cherish your youth and never lose your sense of wonder. Basically, chain letters were viral content for a pre-internet society. Someone would physically mail a letter out to a bunch of people, and that letter would ask the recipient to make copies of the letter and physically mail it out to a bunch of other people that they knew. In theory, the letter would spread like wildfire and reach a tremendous number of people. Obviously, it didn't always work out that way. Not every chain letter is gonna wind up going viral, just like how not every YouTube video is gonna wind up going viral. Still waiting for my 2010 audition for the musical Hairspray to catch fire, you guys. However, there was one particular chain letter about KFC's name change that did catch on. The letter, which has evolved over the years into the form of emails as well as social media posts, claims that a University of New Hampshire study has uncovered a sinister secret, that the government forced Kentucky Fried Chicken to remove the word chicken from its menu and advertising because the meat that they serve could not be legally called chicken. The letter claimed, quote, they actually used genetically manipulated organisms. These so-called chicken are kept alive by tubes inserted into their body.
I heard though, conspiracy. I heard that they be doing that shit though with any fast food joints. But I don't know that shit real or not though. I don't believe it though. But I'm just saying though. It's rumors out there, conspiracies out there though. I ain't gonna lie though. No cap. No cap. But real shit.
Bodies to pump blood and nutrients into their structure. They have
Damn.
no beaks, no feathers, and their bone structure is dramatically shrunk in order to get more meat out of them. Okay, so I'm not even gonna try to draw this out for dramatic effect. Everything in this letter, every single thing is either unverified or provably false. For one thing, the University of New Hampshire denies the existence of any such study. For another, KFC ads and commercials from this era still use the word chicken freely.
Enjoy original recipe, hot wings, or extra tasty crispy chicken.
And for modern KFC ads, it seems like the classic Kentucky Fried Chicken nomenclature is back in full force. And even if we overlook...
Oh yeah, I saw that shit too. I saw the commercial.
It seems like the classic Kentucky Fried Chicken nomenclature is back in full...
Yeah, they got that new fried chicken. Yeah, that's new. Oh, I ain't new no more, but in couple weeks though, it was new. Yeah, but they was showing that shit. $3.99.
Force. And even if we overlook all of that evidence, it's really hard to imagine that KFC could pull off mutant chicken production at that scale. For one thing, the chicken genome wasn't sequenced until the mid-2000s, which means that KFC would have been hard-pressed to alter its chickens aside from selectively breeding them for desired traits. And even if KFC raised its own chickens, which they don't, they purchase chickens from thousands of independent farmers, but even if they did raise some sort of lab-grown mutant chickens in their own facility somewhere, we'd have to believe that KFC managed managed to keep the entire conspiracy secret for 30 years. And not only that, but when the government finds out about this outrageously cruel operation, instead of asking KFC to, you know, stop, all they did was ask KFC to refrain from using the word chicken in its name. And as repayment for this unthinkably gracious slap on the wrist, KFC turns around and continues using the word chicken on its menu and ads anyway. I mean, I ventured into this mutant chicken theory with an open heart and a tinfoil wrapped mind. The whole government said we couldn't use the word chicken, and also our KFC geneticists are literally decades ahead of every other scientist in the world, is just a bridge too far, even for me. Sadly, this one's gonna get stamped as 100% theory certified false. I was holding out hope that there'd be some rational fact-based reason that this theory keeps resurfacing, but nothing more than misinformation that keeps finding new audiences to fool. So that's it, right? The truth about KFC's name change is that it's just a finger-licking, boring business decision to get rid of the word fried. Well, not so fast, because there's another more recent theory floating around. What's interesting about this one, aside from the fact that it's 100% mutant-free, is that it claims the name change came about not because KFC was forbidden to use the word fried or chicken, but because the company wasn't allowed to use the word Kentucky. As Mashed .com explains, quote, in 1990, the Commonwealth of Kentucky trademarked their name, which meant that if KFC continued to use their original name, they would be required to pay licensing fees. Unwilling to comply with this, they opted instead to change the company's name to KFC, an acronym that many people were already using. And apparently KFC wasn't alone in this. According to the website Taste...
Oh yeah, people was using KFC though. People was using the acronym, because I don't always say, oh yeah, you trying to go Kentucky Fried? I always say, you trying to go KFC? Or like, you know what I mean? Like, people are using that word, though.
Of home, even the Kentucky Derby switched over to its nickname, the Run for the Roses, in order to avoid this licensing fee. And as the website Snopes explains, in 2006, the state and the restaurant reached an undisclosed settlement, at which point the restaurant began using its original name, Kentucky Fried Chicken, once again. Now, this is a theory that Goldilocks Matt Pat can get behind. The fried theory, a bit too boring. The chicken theory, a bit too spicy. But this Kentucky theory is just right. Plus, a ton of very prominent websites like the Harvard Business Review, Southern Living, Yahoo, Mashed, Taste of Home, all of them have cited the original Snopes article or just regurgitated it as truth. So you know this has got to be solid, right? Still, we decided to do our due diligence and look into whether the state of Kentucky actually did trademark its name in the early 90s. And wouldn't you know it, we came up empty-handed. We couldn't find evidence of the supposed 2006 settlement between the state of Kentucky and KFC either. But we figured, yeah, there were explanations for this. Maybe the trademark language just got lost to time or got locked away in a database that randos like me on the internet don't have access to. But all hope wasn't lost, because the Kentucky Derby stuff was very easy to verify. All we had to do was dig up some old TV broadcasts where they avoid using the word Kentucky in the Kentucky Derby. But then we found the ABC Sports broadcast from 1990, and this is what we encountered.
Today, ABC's Wide World of Sports presents the 116th running of the Kentucky Derby.
Okay, they weren't afraid of using it there, but maybe the licensing fee went into effect the following year.
As ABC Sports presents the first leg of the Chrysler Triple Crown Challenge, the Kentucky Derby.
The year after that?
ABC's Wide World of Sports coverage of the Kentucky Derby.
So at this point, my faith in the internet is just shattered. Did this mean that Snopes, the most famous fact-checking website in the world, just serve us up a heaping platter of 90s chain letter style misinformation? Well, not exactly, but a whole lot of these other websites sure did. Let me explain what happened. Most people know Snopes as a site that either confirms or refutes rumors and misinformation on the web, often labeling it as either true or false and providing sources to support the conclusion. But Snopes also has some other more nuanced fact-check ratings in its arsenal, like mostly true, unproven, or labeled satire. And if you check out the fact-check rating on their KFC name change article from January 2000, you'll notice it's rated as Lost Legends. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and say the vast majority of sites that cited this Snopes article were focused on the wrong acronym. They were so focused on finding an interesting story about KFC that they failed to notice that this article is part of the repository of Lost Legends, TROLL call troll. The content in troll is different from pretty much everything.
They said troll.
Else that you encounter on Snopes. Lost Legends content isn't true, and it isn't designed to be. According to Snopes, it's meant to be a lesson in the fallacy of false authority. Putting out misinformation with the Lost Legends rating is essentially Snopes' way of reminding us that we should carefully consider and verify everything that we consume on the internet, even content from a fact-checking website. And to be fair, the misinformation that they put out regarding KFC's name change worked like a charm. A number of big-time websites got caught with their hand in the old chicken bucket. The story of KFC changing its name because Kentucky got trademarked is nothing but a big fat troll. And yet that Snopes article was cited as a credible source in many other articles, allowing the misinformation to spread unfettered like it was some 90s era chain letter. Still, I'm not sure Snopes' efforts worked out in the grand scheme of things. Sure, anyone who's diligent enough to track down the original source of this urban legend will eventually stumble upon Snopes' article and come to understand what the Lost Legends rating means, but it is definitely feeling like it's preaching to the choir. Meanwhile, the people who lazily spread misinformation without fact-checking are the exact people who will probably never investigate the Lost Legends tag. So while the Snopes article does indeed help draw attention to the prevalence of misinformation, in doing so, they're also releasing actual misinformation in the universe. An untold number of people encountered this story secondhand on Mashed, Yahoo, the Harvard Business Review, and so many other websites. Not all of those people are gonna see this video or ever trace the story back to the Snopes page, taking the time to read about what the repository of Lost Legends is all about. So I would humbly submit to the fine folks at Snopes, your Lost Legends tag is overall kind of detrimental to your very important cause of spreading true information on the internet. So in the absence of evidence to the contrary, theorists, I'm inclined to believe KFC on this one. Believe it or not, they just wanted to use an easier to remember nickname that would help them navigate the low-fat craze of the 90s. So that's, it's not the most exciting way to end a food theory episode. Still, I hope it did help to put two of the peskiest KFC conspiracies to rest. Though I gotta say, if any of you theorists have inside information on the whole mutant chicken thing, definitely let me know. I want to believe. I want that mutant chicken thumbnail. But hey, I want to give a huge thank you to Trade Coffee, the sponsor of today's episode. Match at Peas. It lets them infusing them up with khaki-based anodyne coffee roasting sweet coffee where Trade keeps coffee every your order had a chance to final boat absorbing enough. Don't even have to worry about that. Thanks again to Trade. We appreciate your sponsorship tremendously. Jason appreciates your coffee tremendously. And to all you theorists out there, remember, it's all just a theory. A food theory. Food theory. Bon appetit.
Introducing.
But yeah though, man, let me know what y'all think in the comment down below. But yeah though, man, they said Lost Legends, man. So hey, this is a big ass troll. You know what I mean? You know, change name. But people always say KFC. I say KFC. I don't say Kentucky Fried Chicken. I never say that. I probably did once, but not like. I always say KFC though. KFC. Yeah, I always say that shit. But yeah, man, let me know what y'all think in the comment below. Let me know. You know what I'm saying though, man. Yeah, want some more videos like this? Let me know in the comment down below. But yeah, something different than Spider-Man right now. Yeah, you feel me? But the whole month, this month to November, right? But in the, you know, December gonna be crazy because that's gonna be nothing but Spider-Man. You know, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, folks. What was that? I don't know what the fuck was that. But yeah though, man, I'm out. And yeah, peace.